the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Hi, thanks for joining us today on Desertwood Days, and I am your host, Kathy Blaze. Today I am here with the lovely Sandy Kim.
Ooh, that was a great introduction.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You're
Looking beautiful today.
Thank you. Trying to keep up with you.
Okay, girl. Miss Sandy, the
Yeah.
actress,
Mhm.
the coach.
Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes, a lot of times.
I've been a producer,
Yes.
writer, director.
Entrepreneur.
That is true. Wow, you make me sound great. Do you
Yeah,
want to be
you
my
are.
publicist?
You wear a lot of hats.
I do.
And one thing that I always admired about you is you're always willing to help others.
Mhm.
And that's one of the qualities that I love in a person, because I guess too, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm always willing to
Absolutely.
help.
Yes.
And I just wanted you to know that was one of the qualities that I love
Aw,
about you.
Well, thank you. And right back at you. Seriously.
And as an actor, I mean, our role is to give, When
That is
we're-
true.
and you do that quite often.
Oh, well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be of service to others, honestly.
So, all those roles that you play, what was it that got you to that point where you decided I wanted to get into acting?
Well, when I was a child, I was always acting. I was always performing. I was always, trying to do accents. I used to be in musicals, but I'm Korean, and Koreans really do not. Korean parents don't really advocate that you become an actress. Okay. It's kind of like you can become a doctor, you can become a lawyer, you can't be a dentist or an engineer. And my whole family was in medicine. My
Oh.
father was a surgeon, chief of surgery. My sister is a doctor. My mother's a nurse. So I was always a little bit of a black sheep.
Oh, okay.
But that was what was in my blood. That's in my DNA. I'm a performer. And I am very blessed that I was strong enough to say, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm
Good
going
for you.
to do what God gave me the gift to do. So
Because you could be somewhere stuck in a hospital working on some patients instead of out here working on the audience.
But you know what? I always tell my family I didn't even have to go to medical school, and I can play a doctor on TV.
Yes, you can.
I didn't have to pay for law school. I can play a lawyer on television. It's fantastic. So
Mom probably just wanted to slap you at that point.
she did, but then they got on board, and
That's
yes,
wonderful.
they're very
Because there's
supportive.
nothing better than having that support of your
Mhm.
family.
Yes, that's true. It's essential, and I am very, very lucky. I have a wonderful husband who goes above and beyond supporting me.
Yes.
Is my reader on all of my self tapes. Helped me get a place out in LA so that I could go back and forth for auditions. We have a company here in Phoenix,
Uh-huh.
and he runs it like a champ. And
Well, you're out here running this film
exactly.
industry like a champ.
Thank you.
As a Korean actress,
Mhm.
who were the actors that inspired you the most?
That's a good question. I will say growing up, there really weren't too many faces that looked like me on TV. I mean, virtually none.
Mhm.
But I always admired, I love comedians. And so like Carol Burnett back in the day,
Yes.
the old school people from Saturday Night Live,
Yes.
Jane Curtin, Gilda Radner, were some of my favorites for sure. Lucille Ball. But what I really love, and I want to touch on a bit, is actors, male or female, who can go from comedic to dramatic. Those are really my heroes, and that is what I aspire to be.
Yes.
So, you see someone like Ray Romano, for example, brilliant on a
Mhm.
sitcom, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Right.
And then
That's my mama's favorite
Oh,
show.
that's a great show.
I'm like, are we watching that again?
But he's brilliant. He plays himself. And then I saw him portray a neurodiverse character on a hit show, Parenthood.
Okay.
Totally different character. And he was brilliant. And I was like mesmerized. You look at like Whoopi Goldberg, who is a
Yes.
brilliant comedian, hilarious. And, you see her in The Color Purple transform herself. And so to me, those are really the actors that I admire the most.
Well,
and
you know
aspire
what,
to
too,
be.
because they didn't allow the industry to get them stuck.
Mhm.
Being
That's true.
stuck in, oh, well, you're a comedian, so you have to be funny all
Right.
the time. They didn't allow them. They showed a different side of them
That's true.
that they can accomplish that.
Mhm.
And I love that. I was talking about another actor. I can't remember who it is at this moment. That person, I know Kevin Hart is an example.
Brilliant.
I
Yes.
don't. We think of Kevin; he's funny all the time.
Right.
I don't know if you saw the movie Parenthood.
I did.
That movie will make you cry.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
I mean, that is a totally different side of Kevin, and
Right.
that's what you're speaking on.
Yes.
Being able to be funny right in here,
Right.
but then when you need to be serious,
Mhm.
or the movie when he worked with the guy, the paraplegic.
Yes.
being
That was a
able-
remake, but
Yes.
yes, that was brilliant. Yes, because that's life. In life,
Right.
we're not one thing or another.
Right.
And I'm a rule breaker. I'm not a rule follower, but people always say, "Oh, you have to focus on comedy, or you have to focus on drama
Mm.
or procedurals," but you don't.
Right.
And as an actor, you have a little bit of all of those things in you that you just need to
Right.
tap
That is
into.
true.
So that's what I really focus
And
on.
I love that you're sharing this with our audience for the aspiring actors,
Mhm.
actresses, to let them know that they don't have to be placed in a box. Because, a
That's right.
lot of times we've been placed in a box our entire life,
That's right.
being told what we should do, what we
Mhm.
shouldn't do.
Right.
But now we can be free
That's
to
right.
play.
And to just be you,
And
because
be
I think
you.
that's the thing. That's probably the most salient thing that I've learned, especially in the last few years when I really got serious about my acting career, is that no matter what, you have to bring yourself to the role, and you can't try to be anything else than you are, and you don't have to be, because you are
Yes.
enough.
That's
Whatever
true.
God gave you, that is truly enough. So, for me, I may not be able to play every type of character. You may
Mhm.
not see me as, I don't know, a homeless person, or you might not see me as a trucker, but that's
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
That's not who I am.
Right.
There are many other characters which I can portray,
True.
and that's what I try to focus on. So I think we spend too much time trying to be something that we're not in life
Right.
and on the screen.
Right. Sandy, you're not only actor, actress, and all those other roles that I listed out there. You're also a writer.
Well, I don't know that I would really call myself a writer. I'm from New York originally, and when I came out to Arizona, I wasn't sure how long I was going to be here. But what I realized is that I needed to create my own content.
Mm-hmm.
So I really just started writing scripts. I wrote a script for a TV pilot pitch that I did for the New York Television Festival. And then I wrote another script for a feature film. So I wouldn't say I'm a writer per se, but I feel like you just have to take control of your own career
Right.
and your life and create your own content.
And I think that's what a lot of actors do when they're starting off, because they need a reel, they need
Sure.
some content, so they start writing their own material.
Yes.
And you know what? They realize, I mean, that's not for me. I don't want to be a writer. I
Mhm.
want to be an actor. I want to
Right.
be a cinematographer. I want to be whatever. But that's where we start. We end up writing
Right.
our own material. So I just want to throw that out there because I know you done wrote some stuff also.
I do, and I try because, like I said, you can't wait for other people, to move your career forward. You have to take control and do what you have to do.
Right. Speaking of reels,
Mhm.
just to give an example of the reels
Mhm.
for our aspiring actors,
Sure.
or some of actors that's been doing it for a while that don't have
Sure.
a reel. You brought your reel today, right?
Yes, I just put together some clips to kind of show a variety of the roles that I like to play and
Okay,
that I would
so-
like to continue to play.
Let's take a look at it.
Okay, thank you. That's gotta hurt. You get in a fight today, Rivera?
No, I was just hammering up some boards.
Hammering.
Yeah, had a little accident.
That accident involved attacking Martin on a ladder?
Oh, great! A big red S on your permanent record. Oh, nobody looks at that. Who looks at
I
that?
love
You wanna
seeing with you and
Come in
Billy.
and slap
Oh,
the
you
slate.
do?
Is that
Yeah.
the cameras?
Aw.
Yeah,
I
just slap the slate.
I
so
know.
he
I
sees
wanted
that
to. We
it's,
were planning to do more, and then COVID
COVID,
came,
yeah.
and then
We're on
Yeah.
the wide shot between them.
everything
You're in
shut.
the wide
and
shot,
then,
so we'll just go.
Then he moved.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
That was fun.
Okay, and we're back in.
That's gotta hurt. You get in a fight today, Rivera?
No, I was just hammering up some boards.
Hammering.
Yeah, had a little accident.
That accident involved attacking Martin on a ladder?
Oh, great! A big red S on your permanent record.
Oh, nobody looks at that. Who looks at that?
Some colleges he applies to?
Any college will let you in as long as you have enough money.
Do we have enough money?
No.
Help us! He's got a gun. Please!
How many shooters?
One, I think.
Okay, this is number 45084. Miles Turner, you have been charged with possession of 1 bag of 500 pills of MDMA with intent to distribute, refusing to cooperate.
Transcends Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist. It's definitely Zeitgeist.
Is it
It's actually like
Zeet?
Zeitgeist.
Zeet?
Zeit.
Zeet.
No, no. Almost.
I like Cord. Those are very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Some very good scenes for people to look at and just see the diversity
Thank you.
in the characters that you're playing, the difference in the looks, the wardrobe. That is
Mhm.
another thing that is so important.
Sure.
I was speaking with one of our previous guests about how sometimes investment is such a big thing, investing in yourself.
Right.
I mean, we are waiting on someone to give us something or do something for us or to help us, but we don't want to. Some people don't want to. I ain't saying we because I don't invest in a lot. They don't want to invest.
Mm.
I mean, makeup, hair, makeup, wardrobe. Sometimes people they don't see the value in that until you see your pictures
Right.
or you
I
see your
agree.
work.
I agree. And I think, the beauty of it is something I want to address is that, today we have a lot of auditions via self-tape,
Mhm.
and that will be like that for the foreseeable future. So you need to create the environment and create characters. And that's the fun of it. I mean, as
Right.
actors, that's all the fun of it. We get to put on costumes and we get to put on, somebody else's world
Right.
and portray that. And so I say, go all the way, create the environment. So when the casting person opens your tape, they can see immediately, oh, this is, a suburban mom, or this is, a serious judge, or this is a doctor, or this is a nerd. And, I think the more you can do to help them see that, the better. And it also helps you as the actor. get
And I
into
like
character.
to add that, you know what, with all that you're saying, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money because a lot
No.
of times this is stuff you already got in your closet.
Absolutely.
Or if not, go borrow something out of Sandy's closet.
There you go. Yeah, or go to the thrift shops. I
Yes.
mean, especially now with Halloween, there's so many discounts. So
Right. So you don't have to spend a lot of money
No,
on these
absolutely
types
not.
of things. Even for getting headshots. I mean, mix and match.
Mhm.
That's what I'm covering up. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not about how much money you're spending on here. It's about creating that environment, creating that look for that character.
Right. I think you really have to do your homework. I mean, when it comes to headshots, I think you have to find a really good photographer and you have
Yeah.
to do your homework. You have to know who you portray. And the biggest advice I can give people is don't rely on your ego because we all
Right.
want pretty pictures. We all want to look beautiful. But when it
Right.
comes to headshots, you want to portray a character.
That is
And-
true. Because those are two different types of pictures.
That's right.
The vanity type pictures versus a character
That's
type
right.
picture. Two different types of pictures.
Yes.
So other than that, what strong advice would you give to an aspiring actor at this point?
Well, I know, and you've done some great interviews with other actors that have talked about technique and training, which I 100% agree with. You know, you have to consistently train. You know, you should be like an athlete. This is
Mhm.
like an Olympic sport.
Sure.
And if you're serious, you have to take it seriously. You have to do it every day. You have to have a script in your hand every day. But something people don't talk about that I want to touch on is you have to treat this like it's a small business.
Mm.
You have to be an entrepreneur. You own your own business.
Right.
A lot of actors, we focus on the artistic part because that's the
Right.
joy and that's the fun. But you have to treat it like your own little company.
Right.
Market yourself, grow your business. And that's super important. And learn how to navigate in this industry.
Right.
And that's very, very important. And I think people overlook it.
And another part I like to add in there too is when you're talking about treating it like a business, treat yourself like you're a part of the body, taking care of your health.
Yes.
Because you can't get out there and do what you're doing, want to do if you're sick all the time
That's right.
because you're not taking care of your body.
That's right.
So that's another important key.
Yeah, physical and mental health.
It was such a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you.
Where can
It's a
our
pleasure being
audience
here.
reach you?
Well, I can be found on Instagram at Sandy Kim Actress, I believe.
Oh.
I'm not too much on Twitter, but I can be found on there, Sandy Kim Actor, and
Okay.
Facebook, just Sandy Kim.
What about the new TikTok?
A little bit.
little bit
I'm
of
trying to get
TikTok?
better at TikTok, but yeah.
Okay, it was such a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today here on Desertwood Days, and we will catch you next time.